Hits 105.5. That was David Lee Roth with Yankee Rose. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday morning. Around the County with Julie Amon is going to happen now. However, it's going to be Shelby County Commissioner Tony Bornhorst. And good morning. How are you?
Good, Tracy. I was glad to be here. And I can't say I'm Julie's better half on this part. That'd be Kurt. So
that is Kurt.
Yeah, there. But.
Well, she's also a commissioner because there's 3 Shelby County commissioners, and I've had Julie, you, and I'm still waiting on Bob. Yes,
there?
I am.
Yeah.
He's got an invitation because I know all 3 of you have like 3 different passions that come together, and you guys make a great team. All 3 of you make a great team.
Well, thank you, Tracy, on that part.
Yeah, and one of the things that you love is 4-H. And I am so excited that you're here. We're going to talk about it because off the air, I'm like throwing things at you. So you have been a 4-H advisor for many years?
Yeah, we're probably, I don't know, I lost track. We're in the 30s, so somewhere on that part of it. And, it started a long time ago. Actually, my dad started the Fort Laramie Livestock 4-H Club when he was a senior in high school back in 1952, and some of his first members were my advisors. And I have 2 daughters and a niece also being advisors for the Fort Laramie Livestock. So it runs in the family. Oh, yeah.
I love that. They're keeping the tradition.
Yeah, we got 3 generations already, and the 4th one will be there, I'm sure of it, because I got 12 of the 19 grandkids already in 4-H. So it's been awesome for our family, but it's also great for the county and our youth here. So many people involved, and actually we got 29 clubs in the county, and last year we had 821 youth involved, so it's a good number.
Yes.
And it's going up, so that's great.
It is great. And so if people aren't familiar with 4-H, what can you explain a little bit about 4-H?
Well, it's part of the extension service, and our current 4-H educator is Katie Miller. Was Katie Hughes several months ago and just got married. So folks have probably heard of Katie potentially here if they've been involved with 4-H, but new name. And then you get to change the email. But it's part of federal program and then OSU, Ohio State University, and it's designed for youngsters to learn by doing. And so numerous projects and a lot of them do involve livestock, which is kind of traditional here in Shelby County, but we have shooting sports, we have photography, we have creative writing, we have cooking, woodworking, sewing, just so many items out there. There's even a vet science project, which, if somebody did that project, they potentially might pique an interest and go on to veterinary school or a vet tech position with the career center here. Just lots of opportunities on that part of it.
There is. And so what are the ages that they can be in 4-H? I know this answer.
Yeah, well, the traditional is 3rd grade, 8 or 9 years old, through your senior year, or can't be 19 before January 1 of the 4-H year and that. But also there's a program started probably, we're going 8-9 years ago, Clover Buds.
Yes.
Which adds to the traditional part, kindergarten through 2nd grade, and have activities with the regular meetings. And for example, at the Fort Laramie Livestock, we have about 80 traditional 4-H members, and then 20 plus of the Clover Buds.
Oh, I love that.
And it just brings more family members in and provides an opportunity for them to gather. And we talked earlier, Tracy, about those long-term friendships that get started when they're, and our senior fair board and junior fair board do a great job of taking care of the fair, and it's a showcase for 4-H and FFA, and those meeting folks and creating lifelong friends from all around the county and even out of the county, because some of our school districts where they neighbor another county The 4-H, you can be in a 4-H club in Shelby County, even though you live in Logan or All Glaze and that sort of thing. So really good program.
It is. And my youngest was a clover bud because, I would have to take her. I didn't have a babysitter. So when Camille was in 4-H, Carly would go with me, so she became a clover bud. And then when she became, I think she was in kindergarten, and so then she went on to be in 4-H, and both my daughters were in 4-H until they graduated high school. Camille got that extra year that she graduated high school. Then she had that whole extra year before she turned 19, and Carly had. But they showed horses and chickens and turkeys, and it was a lot of fun. They learned so much by being in 4-H about working together and just good values. And like I told you, I used to remember the whole saying at 4-H before they opened up a meeting and how to run a meeting. We talked about that too off the air.
The Robert's Rules of Order. Yeah, just so important that a lot of us in public service or other meetings just take for granted because we know it, but that's where we got our start.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
And I said, I had said off the air too, that 4-H is so associated with livestock, and you said, well, about 89%, but you can do other things, like said before. And I didn't know that they had a shooting 4-H club.
Yeah, and it's held out at the Shelby County Deer Hunters Association there, and that's been going on for numerous years here, and just a great opportunity to learn gun safety, etc., and proper use of firearms, but also to enjoy shooting sports, so which includes archery in that part of it there. So that's another project in there. So lifelong skills.
And when the first year that my oldest was in 4-H, we didn't have her horse yet. So she did a project about a horse, and it was a poster board, and it was really cool. And they want the kids to be involved. And we had really good advisors that helped our kids because I didn't know anything about horses. And so they would help.
I wouldn't know any either.
But that's what I love about the advisors, because you can always go to them and they can help, they help guide the kids. And it's just a lot of fun. And it's not just that 1 week of the fair. It's all year long that they would have a meeting once a month, and I just think it's great, and the whole family to be involved. Yes, I said that wrong. Normally I don't. I have Alyssa from Sidney Alive in the studio with me. Good morning, Alyssa. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for witnessing my hot mess moments. I appreciate it. Well, you brought the sunshine. Do you think? Thank you.
Yeah.
Because it's been one of those mornings. I'm going to learn. We got a new program I was telling you off the air, and I'm going to learn it. But there are things, if you're a listener, and there's things like, well, that's strange. It's because I'm here. All right, Alyssa. Thank you for bringing the sunshine in, by the way.
You're welcome. I didn't bring the heat, though. It's still quite cold outside. It frosted last night, so.
Yeah, because you and I both like the hot weather.
Yeah.
We're not okay with the cold weather.
No. I have not been okay for the past week about the
weather. When you have to turn the heated seats on in your car, then there's a problem. All right.
Yes. So today and tomorrow, October 10th and 11th, there are open yoga sessions at Sunshine Feeling Yoga Studio in downtown Sydney. And then this weekend, which is a very big weekend for us downtown, October 13th and 14th, which is Friday and Saturday, we have our downtown sidewalk sales. So a lot of the downtown businesses will be having deals and sales and stuff like that. So you can get dinner and go shopping and get all those great deals and support your local businesses. And then also this Friday, October 13th, is our downtown chocolate walk. And we only have 20 tickets left, and those close tomorrow. Tickets for that closes tomorrow. But we have 20 participating businesses.
Nice.
Yeah, so
that seems like it's really grown over the years.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so we're super excited about it. We'll have 20 different businesses, so lots of chocolate for those who participate. You just come to the info booth, and then we'll give you a bag, and you get to walk around to all the different businesses and collect your chocolates. So that's a fun one. And then this Saturday, October 14th, is our Booze and Brews Festival. So it's the last Saturday of the farmers market. And then we're also going to have trick or treat with the downtown businesses, a costume contest, and we have different categories for that. So we'll be having like kids, different age groups for kids, and then we have dogs, and then
cute.
we have adults and group costumes and everything like that. So that'll be a lot of fun.
I'm sad. Well, we're going to broadcast the Ohio State game, so I'm going to be here, but I totally would have taken the 2 dogs.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
I love that you guys are doing that. That's so much fun.
Yeah. My dog's going to be there. She'll be dressed up either as a pumpkin or sunflower.
Oh, cute.
So she has both costumes.
Both costumes, just depending.
Yeah. And then we're also having a coffee tasting. So we have 4 coffee vendors. If you get like a passport, you'll get to like taste each of them. We also have our Booze and Brews mugs that you can purchase. So they're specially made for the event by a local pottery maker. So that's really cool. And then we'll have Kids Activity Zone, a craft show, which is on Friday and Saturday. So the craft show will be going on Friday evening, and then during the event on Saturday also. And then there is a pub crawl on Friday and Saturday also. So if you go to any of the like Dora serving businesses in the downtown on Friday or Saturday, you can get a card and make it around to all the businesses, and then turn that card into us, and then you'll get put into a drawing for gift cards. So
nice.
yeah. And then also this Saturday from 5 to 6 p.m. is the Walk for Freedom on the Court Square. And that's the national walk to bring awareness to the victims of human trafficking.
Okay.
So that's also this Saturday on the Court Square. And then next weekend, October 21st, is our murder mystery dinner. And the theme this year is Terror in Transylvania, so it's Dracula's birthday. And tickets are still on sale for that, and they're going fast. So
oh, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
It seems like once you get closer, they start getting ready for Halloween and thinking about it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And that's a fun time.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one, for all of the costumes, and yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
And people really get into their roles too. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them did not break character the year that I was there. They did not, even though I tried. I'm like,
Yeah.
And then this Saturday's the last farmer's market. Is that right?
Yep.
Got one more chance.
Yep, one more chance to go to the farmer's market. After that, I think it'd be a little cold. I worked the farmer's market this past weekend, and it was pretty chilly. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I've been down there before taking my granddaughters, and it's been a lot of fun. So I encourage you. It's all going to be there downtown. Take your kids, and you're going to have a lot of fun. It's like fun for all ages, I should say.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I think there's something for everybody downtown this weekend. So.
Yeah, and you can listen to the Ohio State game on your phone too while you're you can stream us.
That's true.
Well, thank you so much. That was Alyssa from Sidney Alive with the local vibe, brought to us by the Moonflower Effect here in Sydney. Well, I wish for good weather and maybe just a little warmer, but it's okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, we'll talk to you next week. Thank you so much. Coming up next, Def Leppard with Rock of Ages. It's Hits 105.5.
Yeah, and then you have the other opportunities to serve as you get older as 4-H camp counselor, also on the junior fair board, and it is amazing how those skills from the junior fair board carry on into the rest of your life, because you've already started that leadership part and are used to speaking in front of people and that was one item that we did in our club for many years. You had to sometime during the meeting just tell everybody about yourself, standing up front, and you start, getting that opportunity to do public speaking and not worrying about what everybody's looking at you, you know, in that big audience out there. So
I needed to do that. I'm good here because it's only one person. Well, and I have to say, this year I went to the fair to do interviews, and I got to talk to the grand champions. I think it was sheep and I can't remember the hogs. I can't remember all of them, but I just remember the junior fair board was so awesome. And through my daughter's 4-H experiences, every single junior fair board member was just phenomenal. They were so much fun, and they just, because they kind of run the show. So each different show, the junior fair board, they run it.
Correct.
And that takes a lot of, that would be kind of, you'd be nervous too by doing that, but that gets you out of your comfort zone by doing that. If you're in the junior fair board, that you have to run that, and because you could run into all kinds of different obstacles.
Yes, and you learn, that sometimes things don't always go the way they're scripted, and so you got to make a little U-turn, and to accomplish, when a judge doesn't show up on time, there's just all those little things that can happen, but yeah, again, a great learning experience for the youngsters.
So if somebody's listening and they're like, I want my kid to be in 4-H, what do they need to do?
Well, the best thing there is to call the extension office, and that phone number is 937-498-7239. And Katie Miller will be glad to talk to you. And there's also a website, and it's shelby.osu.edu. So if you get there, a lot of information, it'll provide you another opportunity to get in touch with folks again.
And that usually, like Fort Laramie has their own 4-H. There's all different 4-H clubs. There's one probably close to you, so you can find the best fit for your kid, your family.
Yeah, there's no doubt on that.
Oh, yeah.
We got 29 clubs and great opportunity, and over 90 adult volunteers. So, speaking for myself, we just try to provide that real-world experience with whatever project as the youth is taking, and it just works out for the betterment down the road.
Yeah, and how much fun is it when you get the first-year 4-H member and just watch them grow and get grand champion in their project?
Yeah.
That's always fun too. Or even if they play something, just a ribbon, the kids get so excited because they worked hard on those projects.
And I always think about a young lady there at Fort Laramie in our club. The first time she had to give her talk about herself, she's a third grader. She couldn't hardly get 3 words out. But by the time she was a senior, she won several oratory contests. And she takes it to getting up when she was a third grader, way back when and fumbling over, scared to death, and turned into a really great speaker. So what an awesome story that can happen.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I encourage parents, if you're listening, get your kid in a 4-H club.
Awesome.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. I know, and Julie said, Tony's going to be in and talk about 4-H. I was like, I love 4-H.
And I do too.
Yes.
On there.
Yeah. So. Well, thank you so much for coming in this morning. That was Around the County with Shelby County Commissioner Tony Bornhorst this morning. Thank you. Please come back and we can talk more about 4-H because I've 20 plus years between my 2 girls.
It was. Yeah, and it's just a great experience all the way around. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you. Thank you. Coming up next after a couple commercials, we've got your local weather. It's Hits 105.5.